Hey there. You ready for some more catch? I hope you are, because if you're not, why did you click on this video? It clearly said that we're playing Let's Catch, and it's the only thing we do in this game. The battery in the Wiimote has been replaced, and it is time to get up to 3 stars with I. Oh, she thought she could just talk to us, and as we run out of throws and our friendship stops there. No, our friendship does not. Our friendship goes up to 3 stars, because that's what we do. We are the Let's Catch machine in the park, making people play catch with us until we are friends. It's our hobby, I guess. Anyway, since we have to redo part of this, it means that some of the dialogue will be repeated. Let's see exactly where we are. Yeah, it was that her dad worries about everything, because Watanabe just wants what's best for her. But she doesn't see it that way. She just sees it as that he's interfering in her life as she grows up, and that she doesn't need all that attention from him. And a friend is exactly what Watanabe needs. You know, there are plenty of ways to find people to talk to. Marrying someone to do that, kind of extreme. It's kind of an extreme measure. I mean, one way to talk to someone is just playing catch with them in the park. We've discovered it is an amazing way to talk to people and make friends. Right, she says she doesn't want anything. Or does she want something? Yeah, is there actually something that I want that maybe her father could give her? That's what it is. She wants a cell phone. Well, what kid doesn't? Exactly. Everyone else has one. You feel left out if you don't have one. You're just kind of embarrassed considering so many other people have a cell phone. It's such like a commonplace item. But your dad doesn't make enough money to get you a cell phone. I mean, he's a writer for a magazine, but I guess he doesn't write that much. Yeah, he barely ever writes anything. I guess his inspiration has left him. Maybe after the death of his wife, he just can't seem to put any words on paper. Well, that's 3 stars with I. Her father, Watanabe, has now reappeared. We can now go up to 5 stars. It's been nice. That's it for right now, but not forever. Not forever. So our total score with I, okay, it's right there, 6,400. That was, I guess, our previous session. Our current session is very low because we didn't start from the beginning. We started from mid-session. All right, but the important thing is that it turns out that 3 stars is not the maximum level of friendship you can get with someone. Oh, no. No, sir. Through the power of playing catch, you can get up to 5 stars of friendship. So it's our second session with Watanabe. I'd love to play catch. It's the only thing I do. So let's check in on him and see what's going on, now that we've talked with his daughter. She did. She said she wanted a cell phone. She said everyone else at school has one. And she just... Oh, you are going to get her one. Well, she said you weren't making enough money. So, maybe you weren't writing all that much anymore. Like, you told me you were writing fiction for a magazine, but she's saying maybe you're not writing a whole lot. Like, Maybe you're just spending too much time out in the park here. I don't know. Well, you're welcome, Watanabe. Wonder what kind of phone it was. Like, this game came out in 2008 in Japan. So, in 2009 in North America. So, that's actually not what I was talking about. What I was getting at was it a flip phone? Or was it a smartphone? Smartphones would have been really expensive at that time. If you want to talk about remarrying, I guess we could turn the subject to that. Watanabe feels that he could never do it, though. His wife and him were longtime sweethearts, knew each other since childhood, and rebelled against their parents. Parents did not like this idea. Well, don't think about it like that, Watanabe. Don't think about it as if you are trying to replace her. Like your television broke, and now you got a new television to replace that one. That's not how it is. Like, you're gonna feel really bad about it if that's what you think. Well, I know you are, but she feels a bit cramped. Yes, quite literally a part of your wife is still with you as long as I is around, but she's not going to be around forever. She's going to want to get out and spread her wings. Maybe maybe elope with someone like you did. I mean, that's going to, it's far out in the future. But the current issue is that she does feel that she wants more space. She wants more time alone. And yeah, you can trust me, Watanabe. Look, we have spent now 2 sessions in the park playing catch, and once you've done that with someone, you can tell them anything about your life. We're friends to the end. Through catch. Oh, that's real heavy, Watanabe. Real heavy to drop a line like that on me. Is there some dark secret? Well, so maybe what Yuto thinks to be the truth is not actually the truth. I know about that. I mean, that is what Yuto said. He did say that it's a very stressful situation at home, constantly fighting, mom is always angry, and that he did rent a small apartment, but it wasn't because he's busy at work. It's just he and Yuto's mother just couldn't stand to be around each other anymore, I guess. Just couldn't stand to live in the same house. How do you tell your child that, though? Yeah, I mean, it's easier for a kid to understand that, hey, I'm real busy, I'm gonna have to just move out to somewhere else for right now. It's hard to tell your child that, hey, your mom and I, we can't stand to even look at each other anymore, so I have to go. It's a rough thing to tell your kid. But lying is probably not the solution, even if it seems easier. Oh, would I be willing to meet him? Would I be willing to play catch with Yuto's father? You know I would. You know I would. Well, if he's out here in this park, I'm going to take this baseball, and I'm going to demand that he plays catch with me, because that's what we do. That's what we do out in this park. Okay, so everyone else has looked pretty happy. Apparently, Yuto's father is decisively not. No, it's not a lot to ask, because I wouldn't be doing anything else anyway. We have reached 5 stars with Watanabe. We are BFFs with Watanabe. And now, Yuto's father, Kobayashi, has appeared in the park. Well, we can't keep playing with Watanabe because we have someone else to play catch with, but we will always be playing catch with Watanabe in our hearts. Yeah, and you take that baseball that is glowing yellow with sheer power. You take that with you. Use it for inspiration for your next story. It's my gift to you, Watanabe. All right, the sixth friend has appeared. He doesn't look that distressed. I mean, his eyes look kind of sad, but he has a smile on his face, so I don't know. I would say Ryota looks more distressed than that. But we know that Kobayashi is having a rough time of things, so the best thing that he could possibly do right now is play catch with me. There's nothing better that he could do. Yeah, I do want to do that. And in the background, we can see Ai and Ryota playing some catch. Ai's probably talking about her cell phone that her father's going to get her. Yeah, Kobayashi, I've been hearing all about you. You wouldn't believe what people say. That insurance company keeping you busy, is it? A lot of work to do? Yeah, that's about what I've heard. Just no time to spend at home with your wife and son. You bought that house, but you got to pay back that loan. Yeah, it's putting some financial strain on you, and you like having the house. It's it was your dream, but got to work some long hours to pay that off. And maybe your wife feels that, maybe the money is not worth all the time you're spending away from home. Like, maybe you need to spend more time at home, even if it means not making so much money. But clearly you disagree. Yeah, I mean, I heard something about that, maybe all that busy work, not exactly the reason that, you moved out. Yeah, it's not something you really do all that often until someone says, let's play some catch, and then you think, yeah, I guess I'll play some catch, and you realized, oh, it's been like 15 years since I played catch. Yeah, get out, move your body. Stop doing, get out of the office every once in a while. Maybe come out to the park with your son. Throw the ball around. Yep, busy at work, working late, no time for Yudo. Yeah, I mean, cost of living has gone up. It's gone up in all areas. Wages stagnating. Everyone's working longer and working harder to try to make the same amount of money. You used to be an athlete yourself. You got a student athlete right behind you, Ryota. Goes to the high school. Well, I mean, Kobayashi, you're an adult now. It's not like you're going to be trying out for the big leagues or nothing. If you say so, Kobayashi, you seem pretty slim yourself, but, maybe those muscles have atrophied. Maybe you got to get them going again. That's a real hard thing to get going on that. Starting out an exercise routine and saying, well, yes, somehow I thought there would be a real reason that you weren't telling us, but that we would unlock this reason through catch. What is the reason? Tell me the reason why Yudo cannot spend time with his father. Tell me the reason why Yudo is so depressed and why his mom is so stressed all the time. Tell me the real reason, Kobayashi. Doesn't have to do anything with this UFO, does it? Because that would be weird. Alright. Kobayashi working at the office all the time, comes back from the office party late at night. Oh, I see. And how did that get there? Do you think? Of course. No idea how that could have gotten there. Bumped into someone, you say? Well, let's see. Trying to think about that. Let's say let's say a woman at the party bumped into you hard enough to sort of pitch her forward so her mouth, like, bumped into your neck and left the imprint of the lipstick on your collar. That doesn't exactly seem likely. Well, sure you don't remember it, but did you have anything to drink that night? Maybe you were a little bit tipsy? Maybe you were maybe a little bit blackout drunk, possibly? You know, you have to be skeptical, Kobayashi, of these things, and what you're saying to me doesn't exactly add up. Well, I mean, no one would actually admit it, Kobayashi. We all consider ourselves upright, respectable people, despite what we may be doing, you know, in secrecy. Well, of course, your wife was not going to, she was not going to be a fan of that. Gotcha. She's spending all this time alone with the child. You're out of the house all day, and, you know, you're working hard, but when she saw that, she was suspecting maybe Kobayashi is, maybe he's actually out having a good time. Maybe that's why he's never at home. Maybe he's not actually all that busy after all. And you gotta admit, I don't know how else that lipstick would have gotten there. Well, it's not too late. Really, this is just, you know, a bump in the road. But Yudo has fond memories of spending time with you, and he's still a kid. It's really not too late. But you could start keeping them. You could start keeping those promises, Kobayashi. It's just a matter of what you think is important, what your priorities are. It's a decision you have to make. No one else can make that for you. And if it takes a little bit longer to pay off that mortgage, you know, maybe that's not such a bad thing. You know, it used to be Yudo standing in my place, playing catch with Kobayashi, not me. I'm taking the place of his son right now, which is clearly why he can open up to me in this way. Running out of throws. Got to get some perfects, because I got to find out about Kobayashi and what he's going to do. What is he going to do? He barely sees his son anymore. His son is growing up without him. No time to go to the baseball games with his son, even though he wants to. He wants to do it. Got to level 8. But I am running low on these throws. Well, you know, eventually can be a long time. Better sooner rather than later, wouldn't you say? Well, I don't know how many reasons you could give to Yudo to explain why he never got to see his dad when he was growing up. It's a hard thing to understand. But what is a while longer, Kobayashi? How long is it going to be before you can take that time off? Sometime in the future, maybe you can take Yudo. You got to be definite. You got to give yourself a date. Say the date it's going to happen, and say you will take Yudo to someplace he'll enjoy. Running out. It's no good. And I missed that final one. It was great exercise, but Kobayashi, you can't leave. You can't leave yet. I know you're busy. I know you're so busy, but you're not allowed to leave yet. You have to stay here and get the 3 stars of friendship with me. I am so interested. Alright, so this is the point that we're at. He's thinking about how he's a failure, about how Yuta will never understand. Broken so many of those promises. And I really do need to get better at making these perfect catches. Because that's the reason that I haven't been able to get up to 3 stars in these last couple of sessions. If I can continually make perfect catches, then it'll be no problem. Like that. Oh, actually, I think that's the first time that's happened so far. You can do a bad throw, and they'll miss, and then they'll have to go get it. It still counts as on my health bar in the lower left, you see. I still lost a baseball for that. Even though I did not miss the ball, Kobayashi did. Granted, it was because of my bad throw. Alright, Yuto might never understand. So what are you going to do about that, Kobayashi? Tell me what you're going to do. You just can't leave the situation as it is. Look, you and I are playing catch. And that means this is the point. This is a turning point in your life. It's a point in your life where you're going to make decisions. You're going to figure out what you're going to do to fix this and make life better for Yuto. Yeah, he would like to go see a pro game. He plays Little League. He likes coming out playing catch. Obviously, he'd like to go see a game. Yeah. You're welcome, Kobayashi. You're welcome. And speaking of a pro game, Suzuki has appeared. Suzuki, he's wearing a pro uniform. It says Dolphins on it. And that means that it's time to exit our catch sesh with Kobayashi. It was fun. It was. Wish I could have done that in just one session, though, and see what our high score would have been. As it is, we still got our highest score with Kobayashi, but it would have been even higher if I was able to do that in just the one session. The 7th friend has appeared. Suzuki. As you can tell from his uniform, he's a pro ball player. Not just in high school like Ryota here, but he plays professionally. He's come out to the park, and he's going to play some catch. So how are we going to do against this pro player, and what secrets will we be able to wrest from him? I guess that's something that we're going to find out next time on Let's Catch, as we continue on in the story mode. I'll see you next time for that.